Hi guys, this is the third part of the Battle of Bagradas. Bagradas River or Bagradas Valley or Battle of Tunis if you want. Noted as fought in 253 BC. And if you have followed this battle, you have seen the Carthaginian launching their heavies, ripping up a hole in the Roman lines. But there have been, well, there have been some blood on this side as well. None of these heavies are no more in full strength, and one has actually been completely eliminated, giving the Romans one of the victory banners there. But we have 4 for the Carthaginians at this point. And I think this is a critical phase of this battle. These guys can still hurt the Romans really bad. I mean, 3 heavies in the midst of the Roman lines here. On the other hand, the Romans could, you know, converge in here towards the center and even sack these guys here. So let's see what happens. It is though the Carthaginians who continue from here, so it's their turn, so they have a chance to hit first at least. Let's see what they can play. It's C or lowest order count. Okay, so C is the counterattack, which would be 4 units right that the Romans played, so it should be 4 units left for the Carthaginians. And, well, could be something. Start bringing up those cavalry units there who have been standing back for the whole battle, incredibly enough. But of course, nicest would be to activate something here now. That's the critical part. So either that, or which one is the least amount of units then? Well, this would activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, I guess. This is 2, and this is, counting the elephants, is 6. So it should be the counterattack, meaning that's cavalry, or 2 on the right. And 2 on the right, well, that could actually activate these guys, and that could be good, of course. So we could continue the attacks at least while we have the steam here. And then we could, of course, start moving up something else. Some light infantry support, or bring up a warrior. It's that or 4 units over here. Well, we have an unsupported medium heavy here now that we could reach with both our light cavalry, and we have the elephants we could bring in. Alright, this is interesting. I'm gonna do my first roll in this battle, and this will be for the Carthaginian. So 1 to 3 I will play the counterattack, and 4 to 6 I will play 2 units right and activate these guys plus something from here. It's a 2, so we start now with the cavalry. So this will be a counterattack, and that's 4 units over here. So we're gonna start move up some. I think we should get those elephants up as well. And let's bring the leader. It's important to have the leaders in the battles here. So let's start with some harassment on these guys now. Wait a minute, where's the third? Oh, I think I only put 2 blocks on each of these units. I just saw it now. They should have 3 blocks, so I'm gonna add those blocks and be right back. Here we go, now we have 3 blocks in all of these units here, and yeah, let's just put these guys first. 1, 2, 3, I think that's enough. Those have moves, they can only do a 1 die attack. We'll move up the elephants. It's a bit dangerous to be here because those guys can reach us. Maybe we should only... Let's put them more towards the center here then. And these guys too. And Then close the line with these guys. 1, 2, 3. That's good enough. And I'm happy to get those elephants close by to the enemy lines now. So we're going to do attack here, and we're going to throw those javelins against the medium-heavy cavalry there. Ah, that was a light, so it was a miss. Too bad. So this was the counterattack. So we're going to replace the slot C card, and then it's a Roman's turn. And they get a D or E. So it's on leadership any section or medium troops. There's pros and cons for both of these actually. The medium troops will also activate my cavalry here. A medium heavy cavalry who could do some damage now. That would be really nice. And we also could go in with these legionaries and attack here. Also follow up with those guys. Start moving them towards here. The bad thing, we cannot activate anything here. But if we would play the leadership, any section, then we could order this cluster, that would be including this cavalry, and we could start going up with the triarii and do the fighting here, and that's very important. And these guys could, you know, march up here, prevent those guys from retreating, so we would at least get those guys, that's for sure. We have loads of troops who can do the attacks here. So I'm a bit tempted by that, I must admit. But the medium heavies could also be a nice one. Those could attack, those could attack. These cannot reach anything, but they could put themselves in a good position. I mean, those guys. And yeah. What should we do? Well, we could hit with the cavalry here, but on the other hand, we are close to the elephants then. Maybe we should do the leadership anyway. Yeah, I'll play that. So it's a slot D card, leadership any section. And it will be the nameless leader here. And I know I could also hit over here and they cannot retreat and all that, but I'm so afraid about these heavies, so I want to get rid of those now. So I'm gonna activate these guys. So this will rush up here, meaning it will not attack. These guys will go here. These guys will go here, and the medium heavy will 1, 2, 3 over there. So my plan is to eliminate those guys. If I don't manage to do that, these guys can finish them off. These guys, I mean, I can do a bonus attack here and then finish them off with those guys if possible. But let's see how it goes, or even go there and then do the bonus attack. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's start from here at least. So the nameless Roman leader with his triarii will now attack, and that's 5 dice. We need 2 hits, and that should be achievable. Yeah, we got 2, we got actually 4 hits. So these guys are done. We got the second Roman victory banner. Pretty interesting. 4 to 2. And these guys can now, let's mark those as moved. We could eventually throw some javelins if they move again. Now's the question, should we attack here or here? I think we should attack Xanthipus actually. The thing is, I could get attacks on both units, but these guys I will not eliminate. They will hit back and kill my cavalry, and that I don't want to see. So I'm gonna... Oh my, I'm kind of losing. Well, I'm gonna attack with these, and if they roll really unluckily, then these guys can finish up the job. Let's do that plan. So, Xanthipus is the target for my bonus attack. Let's see. That's 1, and it's 2 hits. So, and 1 flag. So kind of okay, but well, they can of course hit back. Let's see first if Xantippus survive that. Otherwise we need to take that flag. Yeah, he did survive. So they can stand. If they retreat, then I survive this turn. But I lose the opportunity to hit back here. So if I don't retreat, I can hit back here, kill those, maybe, or at least weaken them. But then I will be killed by those cavalry. I'm gonna take the flag. Okay, these guys don't have any target. Unless I move here, of course. Then I could throw... Yeah, let's do that. I go here. So these guys don't have a target, but these guys, they did move, so it's only 1 die. But they will throw the javelins against that other heavy there. And they were so lucky. It was worth it. So 1 down here as well. It's going good for the Romans here now, even though they are... the other guys are in a lead. But it looks kind of good here. It's under control. These guys has lost so much blood now, so they are on the verge of being eliminated. So, but we have of course troops coming in nearby. So this could be, I mean, this will be a nail biter, I guess. Okay, replace this card and let's see what the Carthaginians can do. It's a critical phase for them at least now. They can move, have 2 guys removed here, even the leader if they are unlucky. Let's see what they can do. D or E. It's a line command, move, fire, move, or a mounted charge. Well, well, well. The mounted charge meaning heavy units may move 3 hexes. You know, we could come in with the elephants now. These could be really, really, really awesome. And we could, these elephants can also reach these guys, so we can put off some pressure. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. This is the perfect option right now, because I can now order 6 units. Let's see. Those elephants will charge. Same with those. That's 3. That medium heavy will charge. That's 4. What else? Got some lights over there and also lights over here who could reach the enemy. I think I go with these because I could get some leader support there, but not here because that guy cannot reach here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's all. Let's see. So the elephants here will hit those guys. Those elephants will hit these guys. So I guess that medium heavy should go 1, 2, 3 and hit here. So now these elephants can go here and these go 1, 2, 3 here. Now these lights where should we hit with those guys? 1, 2, 3, maybe stay here. These guys can just follow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just put them there. I could have moved them in here, but I don't want to do that. I mean, before the elephants moved, but let's keep it like that. And these elephants will charge 1, 2, 3. This is a perfect charge over there. So let's see. This is gonna be very interesting. We could see a few battle or banners coming up now. But let's see. We start here. It's auxiliary, they cannot evade. But we only get 3 dice with the elephant. No, we get 4 because we have the mounted charge. That's something I tend to forget sometimes, to add these extra die, which is of course extremely important. So 4 dice, and sword symbols will be re-rolled. None of those, but we got 2 hits on that auxiliary. Okay, interesting, but they will now hit back with 3 dice. They got the hit, that is ignored. So 1 hit and then a flag. And now comes the rampage rule in effect, which I forgot how to implement. So I'm gonna check that up and be back soon. Okay, I got it now. So we're gonna roll 2 dice. For each adjacent unit, friend and foe, and symbols are hits. So let's start checking the Roman first. 2 dice. No greens, so no hits on those guys. Let's check these heavies. Ah, they got trampled. So one of the elephants rushed into the rear of these phalanx and actually killed off some, or scattered some heavies there in the back. Oh my. Then we have these lights over here. No hits there though. And then we do the retreat. So the charge in here got some of the guys here, but there was a shower of javelins coming here, making these guys go rampaging, and for some reason some of the elephants got lost. Instead of retreating, they rushed into the phalanx of their own troops there. Well, probably they run towards some smell they could recognize, some friendlies. They wanted to go there for shelter, but they were in panic, so they trampled a lot of those guys. Poor phalanx there. Okay, next up. I think I'll start over here. The reason being, if you could force these guys to retreat, they will, you know, put a block on these guys for a retreat path. And if we could get 2 flags, well, they could retreat even here, blocking those guys from retreating. So it could be really like to have some flags rolled here. So let's see, it's 3 dice, and let's see what we get. No, 4 dice, sorry. Almost forgot about that mounted charge again. Okay, now we are talking devastation here. Let's see, we have 1 flag that they can ignore so far because they are supported. And we got, sorry, this was a green. So 3 hits, first of all. Bam. And then we're gonna re-roll these 2. And there's another hit. So these guys got totally eliminated by the elephant charge. Amazing. So another victory banner for the Carthaginians. It's 5-2 now. And they can still go in and battle again. Now, I think I don't want to attack those guys. I want to leave them because we have other guys who are gonna do that job. But who should we attack? I think we should attack here because those guys cannot, of course, not evade from me. So I'm gonna attack them with 3 dice. And there's something special with cavalry, I'm sure of that. Okay, they can ignore 1 hit and a flag when attacked by cavalry, but yeah, here it is. Cavalry retreats 1 additional hex per flag when hit by elephants. And the thing is, These guys are though they are supported, so they can ignore one flag anyway. But let's see now. 3 dice against these, 1 against leaders, otherwise same dice opposing unit uses. Okay, so we got two dice from the beginning against these guys, but the third one from the card. So let's see. If we roll a double flag, then it's over for those lights. And we did that. Can you believe it? 2 flags. First they ignore, second one they need to take, and thus need to retreat 5 hexes. They cannot retreat even 1, so all of these guys are lost. And here's another banner. Okay, this elephant could move in again, but there's no additional battle. No, I'll keep them here. I'll keep them here, yes. I will do that. Okay, so now it's gonna be really amazing here, because the Carginians could actually win the battle now. They need 1 more banner. And we have more elephant charges coming in. So let's take this one. It's 3 from the beginning and 1 for the mounted charge. It's 4 dice, and of course swords we will reroll. No swords, but wait a minute, we got this, but I think they cannot benefit from leaders. Let's see. Elephant CC dice. Elephants receive no benefits from leaders. That's too bad, because those guys are not counted as hits. So we will take 1 hit here, first of all, and then a flag. And these guys are no longer supported because their bodies got destroyed here by that other elephant. So they need actually to retreat 1. These guys can follow and attack again. Of course they could also attack those guys, but maybe we should. That's 4 dice also. And each, I mean, those guys are not supported, and each flag we roll now will give them another hex to retreat, you know. That's the thing with the elephants here. And we are better immune against the battle back if they survive. Yeah, let's take those guys instead. So it's 4 dice. No, because those guys can... No. They can evade if I do that. No, I will continue against these auxiliaries then. 4 dice. And 1 hit. These are nothing. But that hit we're gonna reroll. Okay, it stayed at 1. So 1 hit, and then they will hit back. The worst thing that can happen now is that these guys panic and start trampling out guys who should kill these legionary cavalry here. That we don't want to see. No flags, please. Okay, these are ignored, but that is not ignored. So 1 hit on the elephants. They took some hits when they're wading through the lines of infantry here. Okay, interesting. It's not done yet though. We have a medium heavy attacking that enemy medium heavy who cannot of course evade now, because we are they can only evade if attacked by heavier. So we got 3 dice from the beginning and 1 for the mounted charge. So it's 4 dice, and we have a leader with us, so this could actually be it. Yep, 1, 2, 3 hits on the legionary cavalry. They go down in a bang, and the Carthaginians harvest their 7th banner by that. Alright, pretty amazing. Wow, at last we saw what elephants can really do when they are in a good position. And man, that was heavy. Okay, these guys bounced back really hard against those guys, starting trampling their own troops and all that, but but man, that was pretty amazing. And of course, that last charge by Hamilcar there was really cool as well. Just disintegrating those panicked legionary cavalry there, seeing their friends go down in the elephant charge, and well, they were just on the verge of breaking, and when the attack came from Hamilcar, that was just too much for them. They disappeared from the battlefield, and now of course Regulus sees this happening. They will start retreating from the battlefield, and and the cause is lost, and the African invasion is lost. Okay, that was a cool one. I really liked this, and as I said in the first part, I really liked the setup of this battle. A really cool setup with some classic Roman units against Carthaginians. Amazing, cool. So, well, 7-2, but I think the Romans could have, I mean, if they would have survived this turn, we would have seen some Carthaginian casualties and Roman banner count boosting. I mean, let's say we could order this one, or why not the rally card? I mean, we have cool cards here to counter, and I mean, those guys would be dead. Those guys, surely we could even get some elephants. The cavalry have kind of exposed themselves here, so we could counterattack them. So I'm sure we could have gotten a few banners, but in the end, I think then it's the Carthaginians again, and then they would have finished it off. I think so. But so Carthaginians would have won, but I think it could be a bit more even count in victory banners if the Romans would have survived one more turn and hit back a bit. All in all, cool thing, and also cool. We saw the cavalry, the excellent Carthaginian cavalry, doing some business in the end. Really nice. Even though Hasdrubal's cavalry over there didn't really do anything, they just checked the flank of those guys. And also, funny enough, those warriors who normally also eager to get into the fighting were held back there. The mercenary is there, so they had kind of a reserve role here in this battle. I mean, if this charge would have failed, they would have come into play pretty soon, I guess. So, by that, I think we have said enough about this one. I'm not sure if this was the last one of the first Punic War scenarios. I think there might be one more before we move on to the second Punic War. I think is the next in turn. But there could be something on Sicily yet. Xanthippus was transferred to Sicily after this battle, and he was quite successful there as well. After that, there's some debate on what happened to him. There is some account saying he drowned on his way back to Greece because he was so successful also in Sicily, so the Carthaginians got kind of a bit jealous of him, and they when he was on his way back home, they gave him a really bad boat. So apparently it sunk on the way back to Greece, and he went with it down in the water. But there's other accounts saying also he did live a long life and died of age, and even got the governorship in somewhere in Africa. I think it was in Egypt or something like that. So there's some different accounts on what really happened to Mr. Xanthippus here, but he was a really nice and good general, that's for sure, and he managed to save Carthago by this battle. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna keep you anymore. So thanks for watching, and I really hope you also enjoyed this. I really did, and see you next time again. Bye for now.